Hi, my name is Bruce and I'm from AB2BC.net, and one of the things that we're going to go over today is to show you how to add the missing link to Google+. And what I mean by that is if you go to our front page here, our home page, you'll notice that in the upper right hand corner I have a Google+ link with a little button. It says visit AB2BC Google Plus profile and add us to your circle. It's right below the Twitter follow us, and I have some text here also. Just a little bit of text just to say what it is. Okay. So I'm sure along the way Google might come out and say, hey, we need to add these buttons and have people link to them. But as of right now they don't have that, so we're going to do a little quick link with some straight HTML. And I also work off of a HubSpot platform. HubSpot is a self-contained platform, and you add modules to a page. It's not a straight HTML format where I can change an entire page and then add different HTML to it. It has a certain template, and similar to WordPress, you add modules as you go along, or little sections where you would add images or content. Now, my particular site is not the standard format. I have a very highly customized site, and I've done a lot of work in making sure things are certain measurements and certain distances away. So along the way, I'm going to show you a couple little tricks to help you with spacing of your button and or the text. Now, you're going to need a couple things for this. First, you'll need the Google Plus button, the image, and the URL that the image is, where the image is located. So if you have an FTP site where you keep images and you upload them, certainly grab the URL from there. If you are on HubSpot, you go to the image folder within the file manager, and I will show you that, and you'll grab the URL from that image in your images folder. Another thing you'll need is your Google Plus ID or the Google Plus URL, and then finally a text or HTML editor. So let's start with the first thing, the Google Plus button or the URL. Now, if you've come to this video, you've probably seen the link below. It shows you the image of the Google Plus button. You can right click or use your Mac with a control, and you can download that little image right from the page. If you'd like, you could also access the image folder just by going there, going to the page's image area, and just download the image to your desktop. So the easiest way is just to right click the image and save to your desktop. It's the easiest way. And next thing you'll need is the Google Plus ID or URL. Now, I've already done a search for my ID and my Google Plus ID and the URL. And as you can see, let me just move this up more. This is what you're looking for, the Google Plus ID or URL. Now notice it says buzz at the back end of this. That's okay to grab the buzz. If you change it to posts, it'll say posts at the back, the tail end. Okay, so if you would want your visitors to go to the posts, or you want them to go to buzz, or you want them to go to about, all you got to do is just click on where you want them to go and copy that URL. Now, once you have the URL, you're going to paste that into an href tag. So let's go to the next step. We need to know where the URL is for our image. Now, once again, I'm in a HubSpot portal, so I'm already logged in, and I need to go to the settings area. And even if you're not on HubSpot, you can still use these little HTML tags and the method in WordPress or any other format or platform. It's not just with HubSpot. I use HubSpot, so that's where I'm working right now. So File Manager, and I'll go to the images folder, and I'll look for the Google plus button. There we go there, right there. Now if you're in HubSpot, you could also grab it from here and just drop it on your desktop. But we do need this up here, this information. Now you can just copy and paste it like that, or you can copy link address. Now I'm going to show you something. If you copy the link address, I use a program for my HTML editor and CSS. It's called Coda. If you grab the address, let me just do a paste. Notice here at the tail end you have a question mark, and then you have a bunch of numbers here. You don't want that. Delete that. The rest of this is what's important. So you're going to copy this, and then you're going to paste it right into your HTML, your source tag. Let me get rid of this. Now right now I'm showing you the href, and the href has my Google ID in there, and the image source, I'll zoom in on this, the href has the Google Plus ID, the image source has where the image is located. Now one of the cool things about Code is I can hit preview, and this is what I'm looking at. There's my button. Okay. Now you notice when I hover over the button, nothing shows up. Doesn't say what kind of, doesn't have a title or anything like that. Well, I'll show you how to do that. So once you have this information, and this is your basic format right now. This is your basic format. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the customized format that I have. Now, I've put it contained it into the div, and within the div I have a margin bottom. This is some CSS right here. I have a margin bottom 10 pixels. The reason I have that is because if I go to my Safari, if I go here, I want it 10 pixels here. Right below, I wanted some spacing here. Without that 10 pixels, this moves down and will be touching onto this call to action button. So I wanted some spacing here. The div already spaces this, and there's a 10 pixel space here also. So if depending on your spacing, if you want it to be a little bit above, you can put a break tag, or you can put some inline CSS. Now the next thing, you notice that when I did mouse over, you saw that it said visit AB2BC Google Plus profile and add us to your circle. That's a title, and that's within your href tag. Okay, so I'll switch back to the other. See, the href tag is plain. On this one, I have a target blank, meaning it's going to open a new window or a new tab, and then I have a title, and the title is visit AB2BC Google Plus profile. Now you could customize it any way you want. And if I go to preview, you'll notice that when I do a mouse over, it says visit AB2BC Google Plus profile and add us to your circle. Now this little mark under here, don't worry about that. And the reason I say that is because that's there because I have these spaces, these returns in between each of these line items. These aren't supposed to be like this. We'll straighten that out in a moment. And then you'll see that little underscore will go away. Now, I also have some text here, right? Now my text I set up as a span, and I have a font size, font family, and I have some spaces here. These are HTML. These is HTML code for space, because I wanted a little space between the button and the text where it starts. All right. So you have everything in front of you. If you want to add some style to it, there's the div. If you don't need to do any of this stuff, you just want the button and the link, boom, that's all you need. You don't need anything else. If you want to put a little style to it, then you need to do a little fancy CSS work and add some instruction for what kind of font you want, what size, and if there's any spacing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close all this up, and I'm going to show you how that underscore will go away. Okay. Notice it's gone now. Nothing there. Nice clean look. Ready to go. Now once again, if you just need the basics, that's all you got to do. Href, image source, and that's it. Close your tag. That'll work in any platform, even in HubSpot, WordPress, Drupal, anything like that. Or if you're just you like to code things straight, that'll work also. So now that we have our information, we have our tags, I'm going to go back to our HubSpot portal. We don't need to be in the file manager anymore. We have that code. And I'm going to go back to our area here. I'm going to do a click edit. And if you'll notice, here's our code. All you got to do is paste it right into the module. That's it. Just paste it right into the module and it'll show up. And then if I go back to Safari, when you click, we're going to click on this. We'll do the hover over. We'll click on it. Opens up a new tab and goes right to Buzz because that's where I wanted it to go. And here's the URL. So that might have been a little quick, but if you need, I have full instructions. You can certainly put it up there, and don't forget to grab the little icon and the image. I'll show you what it looks like on the blog. If I go to the blog, I have it directly next to the Google +1 button that I have here. I have another one here. Now see, I have a hover over, but it doesn't do anything. That's because I have the text down here. Now a little bit, something a little bit more fancy. This image here, I have set up so I could do tracking on it through HubSpot, through a HubSpot portal. So I'm tracking this image. See how many people click on it, since there's no counter. And hopefully Google will come out with a button and a counter, just like they have the +1 in the future. So I hope you enjoyed everything, and if you have any questions, please post the comments or email me. Okay? Have a great day.